how to get a hero reviewed. Normally, I would review a hero on Tuesday. That is if we follow our schedule anyways, which we haven't done very well recently, but hey, we will definitely try. Anyways, every Tuesday I take heroes that you guys have sent in via sending into my ID, or through donations, or through free-to-play orbs on Twitch. Anyways, there's a bunch of ways that are free or monetary or whatever to get your heroes reviewed. We also have the Nimdom top 10 section in our Discord to send a hero in. So if you want to make Nimdom top 10. Anyways, there are several ways to get your hero on stream, but mostly I try and focus on it like one day of the week. Anyways, pretty simple. Pretty simple. Show up on stream, send your ID in, or through other methods, and then you'll be on. That is if I don't get too tired first. Sometimes these things go on for hours and I will die. Debatable. I was gonna say all you're missing is dive bomb, but the reason why it's debatable, chat, is because wing sword is at it's not giving you, it's giving you flashing blade, but the gale force is still at 5 cooldown. So in other words, you kind of do want to get hit, right? Because you attack -2, they attack -1, you attack -2, and now you got your gale force to trigger. If you use dive bomb, you attack, no gale force. So I can argue, you can argue for desperation instead. So fair enough. Always go for plus attack on Sheena because of the super boon. Attack speed push with speed defense rain and Sparrow is really good. Wow, it's actually absurdly good. That's 11 extra attack and speed, with additional 4 drop on your opponents on speed and defense. So acting effectively as 15 extra speed, 60 speed Sheena. My one issue with Sheena has always been with Wingsword is that she's not quite quick enough, because you want to go for plus attack for the super boon because she doesn't hit quite hard enough. You kind of want to have both plus attack and plus speed, and that wasn't really possible. So you kind of had to make her plus 10, max out her flowers, and then hope for Resplendent. You got all that. And then as the clincher, you have the speed defense rain as well. So this definitely works. Really good Sheena. And remember, guys, she's double effectiveness against armor and calves, so she's annoying to deal with. She can go in, attack, take a hit, right? 32 defense, 47 HP. That's not soft at all. And 42 res, mages will struggle immensely. So yeah, she attacks, they attack, she attacks. Gale Force triggers, she can back off, or she can go for another attack. And as a light blessing hero, this could be an interesting Gale Force hero in a team. So I like that a lot. Nothing I would change. I think attack speed push is perfect. You want to take some damage, knockback damage, to get you into desperation. And this gives you more attack and speed than Fury does. So yeah, perfect, completely perfect. Yeah, I got nothing to add. It's just a really good Sheena. I'm surprised to see it. I've never seen anyone commit this hard as Sheena. It's a simple build, chat. It really is. But nobody commits this hard for some reason. And while I am not a Sheena fan, I think she is... Ugh. These are my top 3 favorite Resplendent heroes. God, I'm so biased. The heroes I have over Sheena are Owen and Lynn. I'm sorry. I'm just so fucking biased. Those are characters just really like. I don't like Sheena as a character, but I think her Resplendent outfit is splendid. But 24 defense and 46 HP. Mirror Impact goes a long way. If you have to attack, she can take a hit. If you have to attack and they don't die in one shot, you can take a hit. But I think they probably do die in one attack, because again, that's 14 extra attack, so she's hitting 77? 77 is enough to one-shot a lot of enemy heroes. Anyways, I really like this build. She can Wings of Mercy in and just nuke somebody, or she can Wings of Mercy in and Sweet Dreams, debuff them, buff your ally up, and then go from there. There are a bunch of options with this. She's really good. Yeah, I don't really have anything to change. Yeah, no. The one reason, guys, I really like Plumeria is because she could be like... She could go in, get a kill, be within range of mages, and be completely fine. Like, if you fight Cavlines and you're going... And you killed, like, the archer... Plumeria is basically free to be used like without issue. A lot of times when you use a support hero, you go in, you get the dance off, and now the problem is like, how do I keep the support hero alive? Plumeria at least doesn't have to worry about magical heroes, so yeah, quite like her. And I don't really expect you to do much. Yeah, and it's not. So the question is, like, do you need attack res push versus mere impact? If you guys don't want to do this, don't do it. Because the reality is, like, her res gets so stupidly high, you don't really need the res portion of it. It's more about the part where your opponent cannot make a follow-up attack. That is the more important part, so that's the decision you have to come down to. But yeah, aside from that, yeah, nothing you have to do. Number 1 Raven fan is not using Raven. Like Spike, what? This is my second +10 ever. Really?
Well, congratulations to you on that.
Congratulations, but really? Oscar? No offense, but I don't see anyone use Oscar anymore. And I would even argue, okay, it's kind of unfair, but Sothis is probably better nowadays. So for those who forgot, Loyal Great Lance, accelerate special trigger cooldown count -1, attack speed +3 to infantry and cav allies within 2 spaces during combat, and units within 2 spaces of an infantry or cav ally grants attack speed +3 during combat. The reason why I mentioned Sothis is because Sothis has more BST. Sothis has essentially the same weapon. Its mission is special trigger cooldown count -1, but it doesn't cost you anything extra to make. And he's also a 4-star, so yeah. I'm surprised you picked Oscar. And of all the things, plus res. Huh. That's interesting. I would have gone for plus speed. I think when you're using Gen 1 heroes, you basically have to go for plus speed. Matt Crash, do you know if Oscar has a super boon in res? I'll be honest, I haven't seen an Oscar in like years.
Let me look this up.
He doesn't? Okay, I would...
Oscar has a super boon in defense.
That's weird.
That's his only super boon.
I would go for plus speed. The rationale behind that is simply because Swiss Barrels not used defensively. 38 speed is really easy for a lot of heroes to double nowadays, so I would go for speed. While it's important to while it's nice to patch up your defense and res to be closer together, the problem is if he gets hit by a mage, he's not counterattacking, so it doesn't matter. If he's hit by a dragon, sure, but like generally speaking, you take physical damage with a character like Oscar. Because fighting dragons are more rare than physical heroes at this point, right? So, yeah, I would go for speed. Make sure you double. And the thing with Oscar that I don't really like is, yeah, Loyal Great Lance, if you're within space of 2 spaces of infantry or calves, you get attack speed +3. That's cool. But Oscar moves 3 spaces. He can outpace his allies by far. In which case, you might not even get the Loyal Great Lance in order to use his great reach. Ideally, you do, so you get 9 attack and 10 speed. But if you don't, it's just 6 attack and 7 speed. And 45 speed is not enough for a lot of things. Attack speed rouse, though, he uses pretty well. Did he? I think he comes with rally speed defense, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Okay. So you gave him rally speed defense plus. This is really interesting. I never would have expected to see Oscar be +10. I mean, not at this point in the game, anyways. This is his natural. He comes with spur speed defense too, guys, but yeah, that's weird. Gamings! Welcome back. Thank you so much. That is 8 months. 1 more to 9 months. That's how months work. At 9 months, that's when babies happen. Welcome back. I need to think of something else at 9 months, but I don't think I can. Alright, anyways, I would say you should at least use attack speed solo, which is kind of awkward for him because he has to be within 2 spaces of an ally, which is why I don't like his lance. Or at least like attack speed +2, something like that. You need the attack, you need the speed. Double driving is nice because I get the idea of using him to support your allies. But he doesn't do it as well as Lucina. Like, he's just like such a middle ground character now. I guess as using him as a support ally is your intention. I would still go for plus speed if that's the case. Just in case he gets targeted somehow. Yeah. Drive, res, drive, defense. I would probably do drive attack and drive attack. Or drive attack and drive speed. For attack speed plus 6. Because that's a bigger
Drive
defense
attack
maker.
and drive attack. That makes complete sense.
Because it's a seal and it's a sea slot and seal. He actually has drive attack.
I know, it was just the way that you said it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that way you can add like a 9 extra attack. What I'm saying is like stacking up the stats to make a really meaningful difference. Relations, dude. 49, only 49 summons. 49 summons. Holy crap, that's really good. Even if you went,
it's insane.
Yeah, because even if you went with a Doomsday scenario where you only got 1 orb each, that's 245 orbs for a plus 10 Hilda. He doesn't have the feathers right now, chat, but that's insane. That's insane, dude. Wow, congratulations. But he didn't have the Doomsday scenario. The Doomsday scenario is when you only get 1 pull each time, so it's as inefficient as possible. So 5 orbs each summon, but no. No, there's no way that happened to him. So congratulations, that's really good. And unfortunately, your build is very, very stereotypical, so I can't add anything. Was this build featured by PM1 or somebody?
I don't know, maybe. It's other than DC Special Fighter, so well, actually no. This is half budget, I guess.
Because she doesn't come with DC or Special Fighter, so you put DC and Special Fighter on her. People stop using Candy Cane for Slaying Lance because they want 4 cooldown ether, so they attack, she ethers. Makes
kind
sense.
of overrated if you ask me.
I think this was featured in a builds video because I keep seeing people do this. I'm just gonna say what you just said. I think it's overrated. I would rather take Candy Cane and use a combination of that instead. All right. But yeah, congratulations again. If only this encounter Special Fighter Slaying Lance. The thing with this build is you could have done it on a bunch of armors. So
Are we coming
why?
soon to FGO? Please do not complain about not getting her
So
again.
generic.
Also, my Sonic posts
And Candy Cane is actually good.
I'll get Chloe Vic. I'm not gonna complain about it. Yeah, it's super generic, and the thing is, again, Candy King is good, so you could just do Candy King distant counter, and then which follow-up is it again? Even. There you go. Yeah, so you're fine. You could just do that instead. Joint hone defense is fine as well, but honestly, like you can't really mess up her C slot. So Mystic boosts, I guess for the hell of it, it's fine, but 49 speed is actually not that quick. I would personally use, if you're counterattacking, she's a dual phase hero. Just use attack speed solo or speed res solo. It would break your blue flame, but I'll be honest, blue flame sucks anyways, so I would rather use bonfire than blue flame. This would just be for scoring reasons. So the reason why, guys, is blue flame needs to be adjacent to an ally to get the full effect of it, but I guess with joint home defense, you kind of want to be next to an ally. But yeah, it's in general, it tethers a hero to you, which is not good. 21 damage versus 25 from blue flame. Yeah, there's a 4 damage difference, but it's not that big of a deal. And if you have any kind of buffs or whatnot to increase defense anymore, so for example, joint home defense takes you to 47. Now you're looking at 23 damage bonfire versus 25 damage blue flame, which needs you to put an ally next to her. You see where I'm going with this? Like, it just, and depending on your dark blessings, if you have a hero that adds defense, you can definitely beat the blue flame damage. So I'd just rather use bonfire. This is just for scoring reasons. And considering I know you have ether, right? Well, I'm just so used to seeing, yeah, ether. Yeah, that would be the reason. So for scoring, I would use ether. For damage, I would use
That's actually a really good C skill for her because she's going to be around other units a lot. As far as the seal, though, in combination with the C slot, that's extremely restricting.
Also, I need a C slot, but smokes doesn't work on healer.
All right, thanks, Leaf Hulk. Technically speaking, there is no better seal for her than attack speed solo, right? Technically, because she gets the maximum benefit. Sirius is one of the skills in the game that utilizes speed for more damage, and of course more attack is more damage, and more damage equals more healing. So Sothis actually really likes this.
Another seal that you could use, especially if you have her on an armor team, is speed defense solo, because that patches up her somewhat lackluster defense and then brings it on par with her res, and also gives her the additional speed to make sure that she's going to be doubling more often, as well as powering up Sirius a little bit.
We don't have speed defense solo yet.
I meant bond.
Oh. Okay, so it's like, hold on. That suggestion is impossible yet. Alright, fair enough. Rushy, you're so lucky. I really like Sothis. I really wanted to make a +10 Sothis. She's really, really good. For those who forgot, you might be like, well, Nims, aren't you a bit overboard? She's a dragon, she's armored. Well, she's more like she's just armored, because she neutralizes effect against dragon bonuses. And at start of combat, if unit's HP is over 50%, grants attack speed, defense, res +5 during combat. She was like the first hero in this game to like break through, like smash through effectively 200 BST at all times because of Snow's Grace. So she was just this giant ball of stats with a really powerful special. And as an armor hero, she was the one with like high attack, high speed, or more like just really, really high speed. Her attack wasn't like high, but it was good.
As far as using her in light season, though, I would definitely recommend, if you can, double Milla, because that gets her defense definitely up there, especially if you're going to stick to using attack speed solo. And then Era's bonus this week, smite Sothis in, and she's going to be just tanking way more than she reasonably should.
Well, I don't think you need double Milla. I think Milla, Peony, Air, I think that's a good combination as well.
It is a good combination for Sothis too. I like seeing balanced defenses though, so that's the big thing as far as why I recommend that.
Fair enough. But yeah, this is really good. For those who don't really understand why the Sothis is super good, you hit her one time. Sirius is 2 cooldowns. Special Fighter prevents your opponent from getting their special up, but as soon as you touch her, she gets her special up. So she now has a what? 60. Well, that adds another 4. So essentially a 67 attack Sirius, which is another 30% of her speed being utilized. So at 59 speed, yeah, she's hitting really, really hard. She's probably one-shotting you.
64
and
speed. Don't forget about Snow's Grace.
Oh, sorry. Also, the attack's off because of Snow's Grace. That's right. Yep. The extra +5 to like all stats except for HP is huge. So what I'm saying is like, she's surprisingly hard to kill because her defense and res isn't bad, and as soon as you hit her, she hits you back and heals back a ton. If not, one-shotting you. And if she doesn't one-shot you, well, she's probably outspeeding you because this is +6, +5, 11 extra speed, 64 speed on an armor hero. She's still so unique. She really is. But honestly, her stat line is more like is on Hilda nowadays. God, that pisses me off. But yeah, you could do something similar with Hilda, just not as good because Hilda doesn't have Sirius. But well, if you could afford it, you definitely do it. Odd Recovery Flayn, sorry, is really good. The Luge Bomb. There necessity? Sure, I guess. With Rescue, the reason is with Rescue, you could actually charge a Miracle fairly decently. Not that she uses it really well, but I guess the Luge Bomb is fine. The reason why I don't like using stuff like this is because Well, I guess Aversas are pretty rare, but personally, I still run Aversa, so I don't want to buff my team up in case my opponent can take advantage of it. Anyways, attack res push 4, Wings of Mercy, odd recovery. I'll be honest, you put odd recovery on any healer, and I think they're a great healer. Except Lissa. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, you seriously put odd recovery on any healer, and I think they do a magnificent job. Odd recovery with rescue is just super annoying because Flayn's gonna be dragging an ally back, staying away from you, and with odd recovery, she's also getting rid of their penalties on turns. Yeah. And of course, Caduceus Staff, 30% damage reduction is huge and keeps your entire team alive. If she in fact survives the battle, Live to Serve will help, will keep her alive really, really well. Attack res push 4, Wings of Mercy. The only problem with Wings of Mercy is I think she jumps in and attacks. So I hope she gets the kill. I hope she gets the kill. Because I like Wings of Mercy. You get her into battle and she drops down the damage reduction field. But if she dies, it doesn't work, so yeah. I don't know. It's a really good Flayn. It's not really to be honest, there's not really much you do for Flayn anyways. She comes with I don't remember her kit anymore. Oh, I remember.
Does not have an A skill.
Yeah. She has ground orders. That's now I remember.
Yep, ground orders and dazzling staff.
So I agree with the Wings of Mercy in terms of getting her into battle offensively, but that could be problematic as well. I think it's worth the trade-off, so I'm not gonna remark on that. But yeah, attack res push 4 is a pretty good A slot skill, and you would never switch your staff, you would never switch your B slot. So